Hello, I'm Ranjit Singh Tin from Logos English Services. In this video, I will talk about the topic, where did Malaysians go wrong in the learning of English? Obviously, we have gone wrong somewhere. And we need to admit that there is a problem before we can fix that problem. In this video, when I refer to Malaysians, I'm referring to the majority of Malaysians who form 90% of the population. I'm not referring to the 10%. Obviously, those who are in this group, the 10% group, they are very intelligent individuals. But I'm referring to the 90%, the majority of Malaysians who still can't speak and write English proficiently. So where is the problem? The first problem is they do not know the essential rules of grammar. Or they may admit that they are weak in grammar and they want to improve themselves. But how do they go about it? They do not know the head, body and tail. So where do they start? They do not know. The second problem is the study of sentence structures. Why can't they express themselves in spoken written English proficiently? Obviously, they do not know how to compose sentences, and they do not know how to compose those sentences correctly. I'm talking about the 90% of the population. I'm not referring to the 10% of the population. Please bear that in mind. So the majority of Malaysians can't compose sentences correctly. So how can you expect them to express their thoughts, feelings and ideas to others effectively? Why do we have this problem? The other problem is the vernacular schools. Many Malaysians go to schools which have Malay as the medium of instruction, Chinese as the medium of instruction and Tamil as the medium of instruction. And after 11 years of primary and secondary schooling, they will pursue their tertiary studies in the medium of instruction called English. Now that is very baffling. Why is that baffling? Because I too went through that. For 11 years, I learned everything in the medium of instruction called Malay, except for the English language, of course. But I could not pursue my diploma in business studies, which was completely conducted in the medium of instruction called English. I was grappling with the English language. I had a terrible time understanding what was written in the materials. Therefore, Malaysians do not understand grammar and they do not understand sentence structures. So how can they possibly go into this area called sentence building, or what others call synthesis? How do we combine two simple sentences into one compound sentence? How do we tell the difference between a compound sentence or a complex sentence to a beginner who doesn't even know grammar to begin with? It is this, the study of grammar, that we are totally lacking. We do not have enough knowledge of grammar to help us in these areas. And when we come to this study of syntax, we become totally lost. That is why Malaysians need an approach that emphasizes a lot on the study of grammar. And in Malaysia, the structural approach to teach and learn English was widely used before 1970. And there was a difference between the people who studied then, in that era, and the people who are studying English now, currently. Because the emphasis was on the study of grammar, because the structural approach itself is based on the study of grammar. So there's no way that you can just go in and learn English without learning its grammar. You must learn grammar in order to be proficient in spoken or written English. So these are some of the reasons that I have listed here. And also Malaysians are made up of 3 groups, the Malays, the Chinese and the Indians. And when they mix around, they only speak mostly in their mother tongues. So English is not widely used in Malaysia. So that is another reason we don't have the environment to allow us to practice English. So please bear in mind this question, where did Malaysians go wrong in the learning of English? I hope I have made clear certain elements that Malaysians need to know where we went wrong in the learning of English. Thank you.